What is up, guys? It's Punkshoe here with Battle Axe Theater. Got my UI and things set up between the last stream and now, and just wanted to do another little Battle Axe Extra. I do apologize for my voice if it seems a little off, and attentiveness as well. I do have a bit of a cold that I am recovering from, but we're going to do this anyway because I figure this would be fun. What's up, Barn? I am over on Pagel hanging out with the Standing in Fire Guild. That is the Dirty Casuals. Today I'm going to be leveling my Mage. I'm trying to get to level 25 so that way I can get the old Shatter here, so that way I can improve my spell crit. So right now I am on a quest that is going to lead into something that I'm not going to be able to do at some point, but between now and then I'm hoping to get another dungeon run or two in, maybe get an SFK or finish up stocks. So just kind of hanging out, run around. I'm going to pick some apples right now. Are you playing Classic, Barn? Nice, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I've kind of been bouncing around between a bunch of different characters, mainly because trying to keep things in line with other people, but decided to just kind of, you know, I'm going to go slow to try not to get too far ahead, but I'm going to do some stuff on my own with the Mage here. I need to make some forward progress. I am having a good time. I'm really enjoying this. All right. She has apples that I need to get. And look, there they are. Alright. So on the last stream, we were leveling the Druid, trying to get some levels so that we could go do some gathering skills. That kind of got put on hold. The Druid got to 14. And then the Mage kind of took over after everyone kind of settled into their roles. We did a couple runs of the Dead Mines together, the Battle Axe Theater crew. Pretty successful. We had a hard time. We couldn't beat the last boss the first time we did it, but we were only level 17. So, you know, that was to be expected. But did go in there a couple more times on my own. Got a couple decent pieces of gear. I ended up getting Cookie's Rod, and then I got the ring the first run that we did. The Def got the staff off of old Greenskin. And then we went in there the other night after we were all 19 instead of 17, and we were actually able to kill Van Cleef, so that was nice. I just did a couple stocks runs, didn't have all the quests. The last run I did, someone shared the quest that I didn't have with me, and so I've got to go and run it again at some point. So what we're doing right now is I'm just trying to inch a little bit closer to 24. We'll get into a stocks and then hopefully get into an SFK or, well, what's the other alternative? I forget. BFD would be kind of cool. Yeah, so I mean, any of these three dungeons would be cool. Yep, sorry about that. So again, this is an episode of Battle Axe Extra, something I'm just trying out while Def is at his day job. I figure if I'm going to be playing World of Warcraft, especially in between season launches, might as well be something that we do together as a community. Because at the end of the day, our goal is to provide you guys with content, and hopefully, you know, these little live streams once a week in between seasons of our MMO pieces, you know, we'll do whatever. And then we've got Battle Axe After Hours that'll happen occasionally. Of course, those are one-offs. They kind of just happen when they happen. But we are wrapping up our Project Gorgon stuff. Def has been working really hard on the final edits. I think we're in the midst of our last 2 videos that we're producing. The goal was to have you guys the first video by tomorrow, but I think we're going to be about a week late on that, just because we wanted to make sure things are really buttoned up and looking really nice for you guys. So look forward to that. We will be having videos up here really soon. I just gotta wait on this guy. This is, yeah, it's crazy. The amount of downtime that is put into Classic World of Warcraft simply because you have other players that are doing the same thing as you. You would think that there'd be some way to, well, I mean, they've obviously found modern ways to make it simplified. But I gotta say, you know, there's been a lot of shit talk on World of Warcraft. There's, you know, we talk about how a lot of our followers are people who love the classic MMOs. They're people who are waiting for Pantheon. There are people who are waiting for the next big, you know, Saga of Lysymnia. Any game that kind of brings back that old school feel with a modern take. And a lot of those people tend to shit on World of Warcraft. And I think, yeah, obviously from a modern perspective, looking at, you know, current retail, it's a big deal. But if you look at this classic WoW, like, even though this is, you know, a been there done that kind of situation, it definitely has a more EverQuest-y Final Fantasy XI old school style MMORPG feel in terms of pacing and whatnot. I mean, look at it, the game's been out for a week, and modern retail, I'd already be max level. And here we are a week later, over a week later, almost 2 weeks. And this mage is only level 23, so exciting. So I think the sequence of quests here is, I turn this quest into him, he does a little spy gimmick, and then I'm gonna have to kill this old Lord Gregor. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I mean, I don't think, I mean, I know I'm not gonna be able to do it. He's level 31. So we'll have to come back and revisit this quest. And it's unfortunate because there's a pretty decent ring, but it's okay because I ended up just purchasing this ring from somebody fairly reasonably priced. Market value is 1.3 gold according to the last scan that I did, and I paid 50 silver for it. So 5 intellect gives me a nice little bump, and I just need to get myself some more frost damage gear. And I'll help these guys out because I know this ain't gonna be easy. Look at this, resist, resist, resist. Okay. Why am I helping? Well, wand. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna happen. Hey, we'll get this quest turned in. We'll go turn in. Oh, okay. See, this is what I mean. This is what you come to expect from a classic MMORPG. I'm sitting here thinking I'm gonna have to solo this. So Just talking with these guys, trying to figure out what we need.
Interesting. Daylight's burning.
All right. This guy's confident, man. I'm gonna put my mage shield up. So if you guys are watching this after the fact, if you're playing Classic WoW, we're over on the Pagel server, and regardless of what server or faction that you're playing, let us know what you think. Let us know what your thoughts are, especially if you're coming from that classic, not classic WoW, but classic MMOs in general. Let us know if you're coming from that perspective, what your thoughts are, because it's for sure something we're interested in. And I think it's been decided that we're going to be doing our next season after Project Gorgon on World of Warcraft Classic, because I think there's a lot to be said here. There's a lot to be said about WoW. And I really think coming back to Classic was something that, for me personally, knocked me off of my high horse. Like, I was doing this thing where, you know, I was like, screw Blizzard, screw doing anything that has to do with Blizzard. I'm not going to give Blizzard any more of my money, yada, yada, yada. But the reality of it is I think it was just a bit jaded because of the lore progression to some extent, but as well as the progression of the game flow and how it feels. And the classic stylings, like, again, I've been here, done this, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, this is a lot of fun, and it's enough fun that it, in ways, it also takes me away from work. Like, it's something that I didn't expect, because nothing has really captured my attention. And I mean, Project Gorgon definitely did for a while, and it could be the same thing with WoW Classic. But maybe it's just the fact that I'm not just some random person running around in the game world this time that's a new player. I've got people that we met playing World of Warcraft in modern times, and people that we've met through the content creation community. And you know, it's more enjoyable when you can go into this and actually have community to interact with. So, you know, that kind of puts some perspective, you know, when you're shitting on things, if you will. Oh, come on. That actually worked out surprisingly well. Ooh.
It's too far away.
wonder if my boy intends to heal me, because I'm not sitting too pretty right now. And that is the only thing that I don't like about this is, so you group together and you almost build this relationship. There's this singular encounter that you do that requires some teamwork, and then to be able to just shed that immediately after. That's one thing that does bother me about the community mentality of WoW. Like, you're seeing a lot more now than you used to. I mean, it's very much like, you know, an old school MMO where people are interacting with each other, making groups to do things. But I mean, ultimately, like, are you truly building any type of relationship once you've just gotten together, you've killed a boss, and then you disbanded? Like, like, I'm just, me personally, I'm struggling to remember names of people that I did stuff with. But, you know, maybe that changes. Maybe that's just my own personal mentality, because I've already got an established group of friends. Perhaps if I were here as a loner, I would be more inclined to try to remember people and interact with them more. And that's something that maybe that's a switch that I need to reflip, you know, one that I haven't had in years. So perhaps that's something that I need to look at myself, and that could hold true to many of us who have been playing this genre for so long.
Have a good one.
Oh, we're so close. Really would love to do an SFK run. That would make my day. One of my favorite dungeons. I also really enjoy Black Fathom. So, and it's going to be interesting to do Black Fathom, because I truly can't remember everything there is to remember about it in Classic, because I was only Classic. I only played vanilla for like a month. Actually hardcore. I mean, I played it on and off for probably 6 months, but I played it hardcore for about a month. Where the hell am I going? This way. So I only ran BFD like twice back in the day, and maybe a few times over the years before the revamp. So I'm really looking forward to doing it, but I also don't think I'm going to be able to remember everything. So we're going to do this stream for about an hour. Like I said, this is just something that it's my personal goal to do this, whether we be playing WoW Classic or any other game. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but primarily it'll be some sort of MMO community stream, just kind of hanging out. Because, I mean, let's be real, if you got time to sit here and watch me play an MMO, you're probably playing it yourself, so.
What can I do for you? Light bless you.
It's just inching forward. Just a second. Just shouting out to my group of friends outside of the game, see if anybody wants to come hang out with us. I know most people are at work, and you know, I think ideally I need to find an appropriate time. I mean, these videos get a lot more views from a VOD perspective. and less people are here to watch them live because, you know, they are preoccupied with real life and whatnot. But I think I need to find an ideal time so that way we can at least have a little bit of interaction here and have a discussion. Because a lot of this is just it's just a service to those watching it as a VOD to join in the conversation, because I really don't have a whole lot to say every time. So if you guys are watching this as a VOD, again, we'd love to hear your comments on, you know, when do you think a good time to stream things like this, these hangout streams, or just general play streams, if you will. When would you think a good time for these would be?
Good day to you.
It's such a good ring. But it's one less intellect. But it does give spirit. It does give stam.
See you later.
I hate that I paid 50 silver for that ring now. I mean, it's just one intellect. Oh, balls. I've been so preoccupied with this game and trying to formulate a leveling path for everybody, and concerns with trying to get BAT integrated with dirty casuals in order to build some sort of synergy there, that I totally forgot about Standing on Fire's podcast last night. So if anyone from SIF is watching or watches this after the fact, I am so sorry about that. I will catch the VOD after this stream, or at least the podcast, because now I feel like butt. And I'm sorry for that. Also want to give a shout out to all the old school Unlimited people, all the old school Battle Axe people. It's really nice to see everybody playing again. I know Shadow has come back, Rena's back, Acid is back, Dougie's playing a little bit more with us. You know, we've got Z and Def playing, and we've got Onyx and you know, some newer members like Tipo. It's really cool to kind of have everybody together, to see everybody playing something again. And I think that was the driving force for the decision, was that I think Def and I deep down knew if we were to play World of Warcraft Classic that it would bring a lot of people back into the fold, because I mean, a lot of us met playing World of Warcraft.
Safe travels.
There it is, boys. There's my ding. One more to go. 24 Mage. Looking for group SFK, BFD, or stocks. I have a quest to turn in, but I don't know where it goes. So it looks like I got a party for BFD. Councilman Millstipe of Darkshire. Okay. I also need to clean out my bags because, Lord help me, what am I doing? Where am I going? Straight. Because I want to have some empty bags because this is going to be a long dungeon. And we may end up killing the stream before we complete it. Hopefully not, but it all depends. Whew. Gotta love colds, man. Excuse me just a second. Man, that sucks. I'm fairly certain the audio has been coming through double. I really gotta just remove that input. There's no point in having it anymore. He stopped because he thought he actually wanted to know. Sorry, buddy. I really should be holding on to these at this point, but it's a necessary evil because I have skills I need to train.
Need help?
You can have the bread. And that's about it. Okay. What the hell? Quest item, banky, banky, bank. Banky, banky.
Light blessing.
And I don't know.
You need something?
So that's some other stuff that we've been doing this week too. We actually got our proficiencies up a little bit, our trade skills rather, and 115 on enchanting and 150 on tailoring. So that's exciting. All right, so I guess what I do, wait. Freshly baked bread. I'm just gonna throw that in the trash. Got bolt of linen. Alright, bags are pretty empty. Whoops, wrong button. And some waters. You know what? I bet I have more shit to train at 24. And I think I'm gonna swap out this ring. It's one less intellect, but I get 40 more health out of it. 3 spirit, which would help with regen, and then agility that would help with evasion. So. I go from 5 So 5.4 crit to 5.45 crit. I mean, it's effectively the same amount of crit, slightly less MP, but it's all good.
That's still recharging.
So I've got to fly out to Menethil Harbor. Oh, I'm gonna go hit Ironforge on the way, and I'm gonna take the tram. I'm gonna be a cheap bastard, and if they end up having to summon me, that's just how it's gonna roll. I forgot, I've got my teleports now. And when I say I've got, I mean I still have to train them. So that's one thing I'm gonna do. So now I can set my hearth in some obscure place. Okay, train me counterspell. Yeah. What else we got? Don't care about fire spells. Frost ward, probably necessary, but I'm gonna skip it for now.
Light be with you.
All right. There you have it, 18 silver. Onward to Ironforge. And I need to put counterspell. So portals, or teleports rather. Oh, I need to get some materials for that. There's a vendor here somewhere. I know there is.
Greetings. Go with honor.
Well met. Safe journey.
Is it downstairs? I don't know where to get my rune of teleportation. Alright, Google Foo, rune of teleportation. Okay. Stormwind City, arcane goods vendor. In the trade district, okay. Alright. Oh, okay. God. Being a noob again, man. I guess it doesn't help that I never really was a... Okay. Am I looking in the right place? I don't think I am. No, this is not... No. I'm not... Maybe that's my wine connoisseur coming out.
I can't guess that yet.
It's showing that the vendor's like right here. Maybe he's upstairs? Wowhead, you are a son of a lying whore. Brother Cassius. Okay. Okay, maybe Brother Cassius will summon one. Actually, I don't care. You know what? I've got a hearth available. I'll just take it. We're talking about 9 silver per teleport at a minimum. That convenience fee. So we're talking in chat about the launch of Classic and the server load and things like that. And someone was like, he's like, oh, those queue times, they were ... classic. And then I was like, yeah, and those simulated server crashes were awesome too. Like I said, we are cheaping out and we are taking the tram. Mostly because I want to go to the portal trainer, which, to be quite frank, I hope it's where I think it is. So have any of you taken this tram and fallen off of it since WoW Classic started? I have not yet made that run manually. I remember it taking so long back in the day. But I do kind of want to go down there and see the fish tank aquarium vibe. Man, time flies when you're having fun. It's already 2:30. 3:30 for you East Coasters. And I'm still only halfway through my coffee. That's one thing that is proving difficult, is just keeping up on monies. You know, those profession cost monies, what else? Professions are costing money, the training is costing money, and all these different spell ranks and stuff as a mage, it's really brutal. I am the worst, by the way. Not blinking. Wasting my group's time. Don't tell, guys, please. Sorry for taking so long. I'm away, I promise. I am curious what you guys think about the bar at the bottom of the stream. Is it too much? Would you like to see it more minimalistic? I kind of like it because it covers chat and affords random people their privacy to some extent. Alright, so the portal trainer should be in here. No, yes. No, maybe. Portal trainer, he's a gnome. Teach me to go to Ironforge.
Seen you.
Oh, wait, and then... So these are all trainers. Lord help me, would it have been so difficult to put a vendor right here that just... Well, like I said before, I don't really care. It's not a big deal. I think I have enough money for flight paths, so that's okay. Probably should have repaired, but I think I'll be alright. Yeah, I only died once since I repaired last.
Interest you on a fight? Off with you. Well met. See you.
Oh jeez, Menthol Harbor's like right up the street from Ironforge. Makes more sense to take the tram. The tram is probably actually slightly faster. Never even thought about that. I mean, as long as you don't have to wait for too long. Now the question is it faster to run down? Hey dude, what's up, Def? I made an executive decision to stream again because I said that if I were playing on Thursdays, I would go ahead and make an effort to get a video out here of some sort. I've got a group to do Black Fathom, so I'm working my way over there. I hope you're having a good day, brother. Oh, come on, go, 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 go. Wait for me, boat. Oh, bro, that sucks.
I can't guess that.
Is it medicine for like the ear pain and stuff that you've been having? Oh, I'm gonna miss it. We'll talk about it more tonight when you get home, man. I don't need to disclose all your stuff with the whole world. Are you at home or are you at work? Okay. You are a brave soul, my friend, to go to work feeling like a zombie. But I guess, you know, we all gotta pay our bills, right? I am actually going to have to cut out here after this stream and prep that other system that's been sitting there for about a week because it's going to need graphics card updates and Windows updates, but I have a buyer for it tonight, so I'm excited for that. So I guess in a way I'm working too. Well, and doing this, you know. Dude, I can't wait till you're able to see the video that I tightened up last night, because I know you were super frustrated with it, and it should be a lot more usable now, and the audio quality sounds a lot better too after cleaning it up and scrubbing it. We put a lot of work into production for you guys. There's a lot of behind the scenes process. You know, it's not just taking some clips and recording some video to go along with it. There's a lot of post that goes into the editing, a lot of audio modification that goes in there to deliver a much cleaner experience than you guys hear right now with all my background noise, with the AC running and my server and my refrigerator. Yeah, dude, I ran it through Audacity. I scrubbed it and tried to make it, because, you know, we used a different microphone than we normally use, so tried to bring the audio levels closer to what we would normally be using. I think that's going to be a really good video too. I just really like the vibe of us. It's just a conversation. It feels like a podcast. It really does. I think some people who prefer that style are really going to enjoy it. So I'm gonna tell you in advance, bro. I'm working to try to get 25 today because I really want my first point in Shatter. But I forgot that even in vanilla, you're able to, even though I'm higher level, if I kill enemies that are gray to me, you should still get XP for it. For some reason, I was under the impression I wouldn't. So I can still run dungeons with you guys. I'll just have to be careful of my threat. And you guys will get slightly reduced XP, but, you know, anything that you guys are running, I'm still going to, the mobs will still be green to me, so at least. Your call, brother. I'm kind of in the same boat that you are, man. Like, I kind of want to just get the project knocked out, but dude, you know, you got your shit. I've had this fucking cold for a week. You know, if we got to get videos out a little bit later, we apologize for that, but man, you know, real life, it does its thing. Look at this. Okay, fine. fine. I didn't want to give you water anyway.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Gotta get my head in the game. Alright, Def Man. Thanks for hanging, dude. Alright, getting my head in the game now, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, why is this thing still freaking attacking me? Get it off me, tank. God damn. What is this guy doing? Oi. I almost did the same fucking thing. I forgot you actually have to... Are we in the dungeon at this point? I don't think we're even in the dungeon at this point. It's gonna be a rough run, folks. Ridiculous. Oh, I'm totally hungry right now. Eat a horse. Not that I would eat a horse, but I could eat one. I don't know. I probably couldn't physically stomach it, but... And he can't use my hint. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of awesome that we actually have to run in. I mean, that's one of the cool things about dungeons in Classic, period, is like that adds an element to it. Like, you aren't just pop in a dungeon. Like, it's an adventure to get to the dungeon, and once you get to it, you've got to actually like commit to it, because like you went through all the effort to get there. creepy music, man. Oh, we got marks, boys. Hell yeah. Now I know what to focus on. Or you could just go and aggro that Makura because, you know, that's what you do. Look at them. Oh, you can't see my damage meters. That's good, because I ain't doing shit. Even the tank is doing more damage than I am. That Warlock is... not doing any damage at all. Excuse me again.
That's still a recharge.
Oh, that is cool. If you jump up over the water, you get a nice little boost. Whew, almost fell. Of course the Warlock fell. Crit wasn't even up to finish him off.
That spell isn't ready.
So he fell, we got him, we saved him. Probably should have told those guys about the alternate route, but hey. Who am I to be a know-it-all? Is he... Watch this Warlock go, man. What are you even... Dude, you are bad. Sorry, this is taking entirely too much concentration. So he let his pet pull a bunch of shit, and then he keeps face pulling shit because he's getting too close. XP's not bad though. We've gotten a bubble so far already. We haven't even got to the first boss yet. So we're at about the hour mark. My kids will be home in about 20 minutes, so we're gonna cut her off in about 15, but I'd like to at least get a boss or two done for you guys. Clams. You're going straight for the boss, huh? Okay. Can't wait till I get some of my deeper talents, man. Want to buy crit. I wonder if dude has underwater breathing yet. And it's just not getting used. Like me and my frost ward. Fire ward. I'm sure those could have been used at some point or can be. Crazy. I mean, the mobs are a level lower than me and still resisting.
I can't cast that yet.
Getting about time for a wand upgrade. Look at that, he gave me underwater breathing. I don't have the quest to loot that. Almost 200 damage frostbolt crits still barely do anything to these HP sponges. Excuse me. I guess that would have been a good way for me to, a good place for me to use evocation. Wow, this looks even more boring on stream than it does in real life. All you can see is like the glisten of the water. Dive, dive, dive. Start pacing myself with these spells again. There's 12 silver vendor. You know, when I talk to prospective streamers and I'm talking to them about, you know, what it means to be a streamer and what needs to go into it, you know, from previous experiences with mixer streaming and things like that. One of the things I always talk about is, you know, you have to speak, even if there's no one here to talk to you and no one to listen. So I apologize for not doing that. I'm a little bit more focused than I need to be. And if you're just joining us, we are playing the Mage. We started out at the ass end of level 23, had just finished up most of the quests in Stockades, and ding 24 after getting the quest done in Stormwind. We still have one more quest to do. Oh shit. Is this the boss already? I have no mana, dudes. But anyway, we are now almost a quarter way into 24, and we are trying to get 25. So that way we can get the first rank of Shatter. So that way when I do quest, I have a much higher crit chance and can maybe kill mobs a little bit faster and survive a little bit better. I actually avoided playing a mage back in vanilla because of the squishy nature of it. I mean, it is a class that requires a bit more skill to be able to play and survive with. Solo, that is. Of course, you know, it's a massively multiplayer online role-playing game for a reason. I should not be soloing. That's a super valid argument. But, you know, that's the reality of it, man. You know, sometimes, and that was one of the things I did appreciate about World of Warcraft, was it allowed you to solo. Whereas in EverQuest and in Final Fantasy, like, you could solo to some degree, But like, unless you were specific classes or jobs, it just wasn't doable in any reasonable amount. I think I just stole that clam the guy was going after. So, I mean, I do like how this game affords you the ability to kind of, you know, to kind of just do you and not have to worry about being in a group all the time. So yeah, that's the first two bosses BFD down. Nobody seems to be going for the giant clam, so I'm going to take the giant clam. More pearls for me, folks. Or clam meat. That works too. Okay, I guess this is the one we're killing first. I need a target. So I'm wondering if fire spells have been better on these mobs. Like, do they have some sort of elemental resistance or something? 1.7 versus my 1.3. No, there's a quest back here. No, there's not. Is there? God damn it, no. There's not. So I think 25 is definitely doable by the end of the night, but ain't gonna happen by the end of the stream.
Let's still recharge.
Though it might be able to be done simply by completing this dungeon though, because I can turn in these quests as well.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Oh, are you gonna swipe them all? Someone help me kill the runner. I'm a little bitch.
I'm out of range.
Oh shit, I'm dying, I'm drowning. This whole group is like, what just happened? Why are we all dying? And it's because the warlock didn't reapply underwater breathing. But it's on us for, you know, sitting in the water and dying too. I'm so excited for like 40 plus Frost Mage. I mean, so we get Shatter, and that'll be done by 30. And then we get, which one is it? We don't get Winter's Chill till 40. Well, 36 technically, I guess. 35. I get Cone of Cold at 26, I believe. Not that I really care, because I have a feeling that I'm just going to be a hot mess with Cone of Cold. I always was in retail. Always end up pulling extra mobs or pointing it the wrong direction and completely wasting it. Need to get some MP5 gear. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was talking about needing 23 to be able to wear my pants last night. So I disenchanted them, but I got level 23 last night. That's okay. When I get back to town, I will craft some more. And now that I'm 24, I can use other silk craftables. Damage is so bad. This guy is wanding and doing more damage than me. That's right, we'll take a look at our gear situation once we hit 25. Make a strong effort to do some research, see what questables we can get. I mean, not everything can come from a dungeon, right? I do need to go get my intellect shoulders. Those are super important. So what comes from here? Black Fathom Deeps. Alright. A staff would be kind of nice. I'd be losing out on frost damage, but I really want to try to get my crit up a little bit. Don't really want those pants. I think they're okay. So that's what I'm after. I'm after a staff. And XP, of course. I mean, that's the priority here. Alright guys, we're at the 120 mark. Like I said, my kids are going to be home soon, so in order to avoid interruptions, I'm going to go ahead and call this stream here. I appreciate everybody joining me while we're live, and anybody who watches hereafter. Let us know in the comments what you guys are thinking about World of Warcraft Classic. You know, feel free to leave any positive or, you know, some insightful feedback on why you're not playing or why you are playing, because we'd love to hear what you have to say that And it could be something that we could bring up in conversation in a bat live session or something. So let us know. If you're not already, check us out on, or if you haven't already, check us out on over on Twitter. We're Battle Xtra on Twitter and on Facebook. Facebook is not utilized as much, but if that's your preferred platform, we'd love to have you follow us there. And if you want to join the conversation, be sure to click on that Discord link in the description to join us. Until next time, again, this is Punk Shoe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.